Hello, let's go through some beaded necklaces. I already like the look of some of these beautiful beads in here. Obviously, any kind of vintage gemstones and beautiful beads and glass and stuff. It's amber maybe. It's always worth looking at. I am quite excited about this bag of stuff, and trust me, there is so much more of this. If you saw my update video the other day, you'll know that I've got a big tub of these kind of things. So we will have quite a few things to go through. Now, ones like these vintage glass crystal ones, although they do sell on their own, I think they're quite nice to have in bundles so that if people wanted to, they can wear a few at a time. I mean, why not? How fabulous would 3 strands be? 3 times as fabulous as 1 strand, isn't it? Imagine wearing all of those together. Glorious. But of course, they're nice to go together as well in case people want to craft with them, especially if they are slightly damaged ones. But that would make a lovely little bundle together. That does look like we have got some garnet chip by the looks of it. So a nice long one, great for layering. So it's a continuous one, no clasp on there. That's definitely one I would sell. I mean, I'm going to say that to nearly everything in this bag, I should imagine, because I quite like listing and selling beautiful beaded bits, because I know that they are nice and multi-purpose and so easy to wear. So they look like amethyst chips, lots of chips. And then these, I think, are going to be carnelian or agate. Agate, you can see slight banding in them. So, yep. We're going to get full pretty quickly. Okay, so this is, so this one will go into a little gemstone lot. It is broken, but someone can do something with those fantastic malachite beads. It looks like we've got some unbeaded things, but nice and vintage. This is probably going to be coral. I can get it out. How have you managed to get in there? Sometimes jewelry gets so bizarrely tangled. Like, how did you manage that? Like, do you do it on purpose? So I've had this necklace a few times. It's coral or jewel craft. Sometimes they are missing stones from there, or big chunks of the enamel come out. But that one seems fine to me. That's the coral dangle. Fabulous. And then that looks like another one there. This might take a while, folks, getting through this bag, so get comfy. Have you got your cuppa? Cup of vodka? I know what you're like, you scamps. This might even be Sphinx. Yes, it hasn't got a dangle on it. So if there's a design number rather than a name, it's more likely to be Sphinx. I can't see anything on the back there. That's definitely a Sphinxy kind of finish. That is actually quite lovely. Yeah, I like that one. That's cool. We are going to get full very quickly here. This looks like a crafter item. Needs a little bit of recrafting there, so that will go into a craft lot. Lovely beads though, aren't they? Super pretty. Some nice sparkly ones. Great in December, Christmas time, especially if the stones are lovely and icy and bright. It is missing a stone from the clasp there, so I will probably either put it into a little lot of sparkly ones, similar ones. So I might do a few together. That might look quite nice. That would look nicely layered like that, wouldn't it? So I might do that and just point out that there is a little fault. And then people don't mind so much, especially if it's just on the clasp where you can't see it. This one's got some nice glass twists in there and some aventurine. But I might put that into gemstone lot. Oh, I've got a bracelet. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Nice purple colours. Purpley pink. Yep, fab. Although I'll put it there, otherwise it'll get lost. A little jingly jangly. But that'll go in 2 kilos. Which I haven't made a pile for. And that one, is that a sterling silver clasp? That might be a silver clasp there, so I'll have to hang on and let's quickly give that a scratch. Nope, sterling silver over copper. But still nice beads with the pearls there as well. I'll have a think about that one. That could be fun. Some abalone and glass beads, but I'll probably put that in 2 kg. And this little chain one, I don't think it's too old. 2 kg. And that one, PT, but it's a bit worn on the back, so that'll go in craft. Pretty marker suit one. Let's see if we can turn you around without. Sometimes these metals can be very soft. I think it's missing a stone there, so that'll go in broken vintage. Ooh, look at this one. Wow, that's some fabulous agate. That's rather handsome, isn't it? Lovely big pebbles. Nice. And then I think this is plastic, this one. So that'll go into a vintage lot, which I haven't got a pile for yet. I have to move things around. There we go. That'll go in 2 kg. That's a Scottish agate, but it might also be glass. But I'm leaning towards glass because the shapes of them are rather uniform, but still quite nice, especially if you put them together with some other similar ones, like that one, and like that one that's got a lovely clasp on it. So I will probably keep those ones together as a little lot, seeing as they're also like just very similar shapes there. So that's quite a nice little bundle for someone. That one I'll probably put into 2 kg as well. Is that some Lola Rose? Quite possibly, because even though it hasn't got the tag on it, not all Lola Rose stuff is signed. But that's definitely the kind of knot that they'd use. But I'd probably put that in with gemstone knot, or maybe a freebie. If I sell a Lola Rose one, I'll add that one in for free perhaps. That's some pretty glass. Nice colours to that one. Little chip on that one there. So I'll probably put that in vintage lot. The sparkly collar one for 2 kg. Ooh. That's pretty, isn't it? I love the combination of the green and the black on that one. I don't think they're UV because they don't glow. They reflect back the light, but they don't glow the light. But I really quite like that. I love the tangle from the oval shape there. Yeah, I like that one. This will just be a video of me going like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. They're fun, aren't they? Now, these shaped beads can be quite interesting. I know there's collectors out there for these shaped beads. So I might keep that aside and research that one a bit more. Those wavy beads can be quite sought after. Little sparkler. Missing stone there, so that can go in craft. Where if I put my craft pile now? Wait, that's gemstone. That's craft, right. Don't get confused now. Too late. This is a big, chunky, oh my word, glass one. Look at that clasp. I think this has been repurposed. Oh, look at those stars. They're pretty. Beautiful glass beads. But there is some verdigris around the stones there. So I'm going to put that into craft because I think people will absolutely love using those beads. Oh, and a nice gemstone wrapped lot. That might be in rolled gold. So that's a good one. All mixed gemstones. That's rather fabulous, isn't it? You got like every gemstone there. That blue lace agate is gorgeous. And yes, I think that is indeed rolled gold wire on there as well. So that is a good find, that. Very nice. And what I like about a lot of bead stuff as well is, say like in charity shops and car boot sales and things, they sort of tend to get a bit dismissed because they're just like, oh, it's just another beaded necklace. That to a lot of people just looks like another beaded necklace. But when you know, you know. Look at those beautiful beads. These are just plastic, very lightweight, but those are stunners, aren't they? Very lightweight. Little cello shaped clasp there. That's unusual. So that might be something to look up. That's quite a weird one, isn't it? But I love the shape of those beads. They look like little shells almost. That one I will probably just put into vintage. Pretty beads though. And that one in 2 kg. It's a little crafter piece. Vintage bangle. Yep, that's cool. And oh, what did I see then? Oh, look at these. Oh, hello, gorgeous. So you need a little bit of polishing up on your silver bits, but oh no, there's a cracked one. Gutted. Now, however, there could be a fix there. So, oh no, it's not the same size. You could perhaps take a bottom one out there and move it up to there. There is definitely a fix in there somewhere. I'm going to put that in like with the broken vintage, the nice broken vintage stuff, because definitely that's a doable thing. You could even take one out there and use that one to fix up there. But those beads are too nice to not do anything with. Gorgeous, just a shame. Glass pendanty one, or swirly, Murano style, but it'll be like a Chinese mass-produced one. That'll go in 2 kg. Another nice fancy. Oh god, that is proper faceted and rainbow. That is lovely, isn't it? A nice AB coating on it. Simple but beautiful, like me. Right, some of them seem to be glowing and some not. Curious. I'll keep that aside for now. say it was going to be a long one, but actually maybe not. I think because beads are quite chunky as well, I seem to think that there's more than what they are. I think that's quite a modern one. Nice autumny colours, but that'll go in 2 kg. And then that one needs to be restrung. I'll put that in broken vintage. Looks like it's a sterling silver clasp. Another pretty modernish sparkly one. 2 kg for that one. That looks like peridot and amethyst. Lovely colours together. Suffragette colours, so that would be in your keywords for that. Very nice. These look like a little crackle agate. A craglate. Wonder if there was a clasp there at some point and they've just crimped the ends together. It's a nice look though. I think these beads are rather handsome. Another nice vintage 1950s sparkly one in pink and purple. Seems to all be there. Fabulous. This one is a little crafter piece. You can tell by the clasps. These are mass-produced clasps, but very pretty little leaves. That's quite sweet, but it'll go into a 2 kg lot. And so will that one. Got a little broken bit. That's a fun little bead. Looks a little bit like an apple, doesn't it? Another little crafter one. And that's quite handsome as well. I wonder if that's a gemstone. Can you see, like, it's got like striations through it, like, we'll have to test that, see what kind of stone that might be. Chunky seed beaded one. Wow, that is a bit bonkers, isn't it? I like how they've done like a mismatched kind of look. That's definitely one I would sell. Certainly comes summertime, people going on holiday and things, they want a nice bold statement necklace. Right, let's have a look at this one. So, possibly 1950s Chinese export, perhaps. Ceramic. Stunning beads. Tied at the end there, so it's not the greatest finish on it. But I have had a set of beads like these before in black. It is lovely. It's just a shame that that's just been tied back on there. But absolutely stunning. Really, really pretty. So I'll still sell it as is, but obviously just make sure they're aware of that. Pearls and amethyst, but look, that is coming apart there, which is a shame. So I shall put that in gemstone knots. Sometimes these can be gold, but I don't think these ones are. I think these are just gold tone beads in between. But yeah, that'll go in gemstones. An evil dolphin. That'll go in 2 kg. And then some glass beads, but that's broken at the end there, so that'll go in craft. Very simple little white beads. Will they glow? No, not really. Again, they reflect back rather than glow themselves. Something very naive about them though that I quite like. I'll probably still put them into a vintage lot, but I like their simplicity. A lovely long strand of malachite. Oofed, that is fabulous. Good chunk of malachite there. sadly just tied up though, rather than strung properly. So I'm guessing that this was bought like this to sell as beads, as chip beads, and someone has just tied the two ends together. So I will still sell it, but again, make note of that. You can wear it as a necklace, but it'll be sold as a strand of beads. Plastic to look like coral. So that'll go into a boho lot. And then these I think are going to be aventurine. Or maybe nephrite. I might keep them aside to test. Oh, wow. I think I've had this necklace before. These are onyx, and then I think that is carnelian. I'm pretty sure I've had this necklace before, or a bracelet. I just remember getting the black cubes, and it was, I'm sure it was by someone fabulous. High-endy, expensive, but I love that. That's definitely one that I could see myself in. I don't wear beaded stuff a lot. I appreciate it. I think that is glorious. Another modern one, made to look like it's got vintage beads. That'll go in 2 kg. A very sparkly collar. Oofed. 2 kg for that one. What does that mean? I'm going to put that one in craft. Someone can repurpose those. Little stretch bracelet, but that's going to go, so that'll go in craft. And pour out to the end bits. Sparkly bracelet. Mega sparkly. Gosh. And then what's that? A pendant of something. So I'll put that in craft. Oh, look. That one's going to go as well. I'll put that in broken vintage. And another mixed gemstone one. Nice shapes of these chips, where they got them all nearly triangular. That's cool, but it's stretching out there, so I'm going to put that in with gemstone lot. So hopefully they can repurpose. And then a random little bundle of bits. So we've got a pair of earrings, so they'll go in 2 kg. And then some little heart ones. And a little heart pendant. Ooh, which is Swarovski. Oh, that's a nice surprise. So it's signed with the swan there. Awesome. Right, so they'll go in 2 kg. But that one I'll obviously keep separate. That's fab. So nothing to test for silver, but we can test a few gemstones. Seeing as I have that bit plugged in and ready to go. Sid, are you ready? What are you going to say these are? I'm reckoning nephrite. Yep, that's in the nephrite band there. Oh, actually, might even be raw emerald, you know. Or a quartz, so it could be a moss agate. Beautiful colour green though, isn't it? Trouble is, there's just so many things that it could be. Don't know why I'm gonna, that's just glass, but I'm gonna keep that one. And then this one, oh, just like a rutilated glass, which is no help whatsoever. Glass, glass, glass. Shame they're not gemstones, but never mind. Right, and then one last thing I want to do, which I don't think I've shown you before, is I do have a different light. So I'm going to unplug this light for a second. plunge you into darkness. And then turn on my UV. So, no, I don't think that that is UV. I think that one and that one, they are, but the rest of them are not. Ah, that's a shame, isn't it? It would have been nice to have a nice UV necklace, but can't have everything. But still, what a load of absolutely a beautiful load of vintage beads and gemstones. Look at all that. That's just lovely, isn't it? Right, hope you've enjoyed that one. Shall see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now, bye-bye.